Rangers could be looking at a very interesting option to fill the void left by James Tavernier, with a new right-back now reportedly emerging on the club's radar. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. According to reports from Foot Mercato, Rangers are keeping tabs on Club Brugge defender Hugo Cirque, with the Belgian standout attracting attention after an impressive spell with one of Belgium's biggest clubs. And this is a particularly intriguing name when you look at the type of player Rangers could be targeting. ZK is just 24 years old, but he has already established himself as an important player for Club Brugge. After initially impressing during a loan spell with Cercle Brugge, the right-back earned a move from Freiburg and has since taken his game to another level. Last season, he featured 40 times for Club Brugge across all competitions, establishing himself as one of the club's key options at right-back. But what really makes this story interesting from a Rangers perspective is his style. ZK is not simply a defender who sits deep and concentrates on his defensive duties. He is an extremely attack-minded fullback, someone who loves getting forward, providing width, and supporting the players ahead of him. And when you consider the enormous attacking influence James Tavernier has had from right-back over the years, that could be a very deliberate profile for Rangers to target. Tavernier has obviously set an incredibly high standard in terms of what Rangers expect from that position, particularly when it comes to goals, assists, and attacking contributions. So if Rangers are now looking towards the future, finding a right-back capable of offering something similar could be hugely important. There is, however, competition for the position. It has previously been reported that Aston Villa's Costa Nedeljkovic is also high on Rangers' wanted list, meaning the club appear to have more than one option under consideration. That is particularly significant given Rangers' own admission that they are still looking to bring in another 4 or 5 players. And with Koib Driouech also reportedly heading towards Ibrox from PSV, it certainly looks like Rangers are continuing to work their way through a sizable recruitment list. ZK, though, could be one of the more fascinating names on it. He remains under contract with Club Brugge until 2028, so Rangers would almost certainly have to negotiate a deal if they want to bring him to Scotland. But the fact that a 24-year-old who has just played 40 games for one of Belgium's biggest clubs is even being looked at tells you something about the level of player Rangers could now be targeting. And there is another interesting development at fullback to keep an eye on as well. Former Hearts defender James Penrice is reportedly set to leave AEK Athens on loan, potentially adding another option to the left-back position. So Rangers appear to be looking at strengthening both sides of their defence. The big question is whether Hugo Cirque could ultimately be the man Rangers see as their next major right-back. Because if the club are looking for someone who can attack, create and provide a genuine threat from that position, Cirque certainly appears to fit the profile. And with Rangers continuing to reshape this squad, this is a name that could be worth keeping a very close eye on. Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video and you would like to see more and stay updated with the latest Rangers news, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you, let's get back into the video. Rangers look set to have another new signing on the way, and the club are still expecting to complete 3 to 5 more deals. Rangers have made huge progress today in the transfer window, with the club now reaching an agreement in principle to bring PSV Eindhoven winger Koib Driouech to Ibrox. The 24-year-old is expected to cost Rangers around £6.5 million, and if everything goes to plan, he will become the latest addition to Derek McInnes Guinness's squad. But while Driouech is obviously the headline here, there is a much bigger reason why Rangers supporters should be paying attention to this deal. Because this could be another indication that Rangers are nowhere near finished in the transfer market. Driouech arrives with some serious experience behind him. He has scored 12 goals and provided 10 assists in 61 appearances for PSV, including 3 goals in the Champions League last season. And Rangers have managed to beat off competition for his signature, with both Burnley and Celta Vigo having shown an interest in the winger. So this isn't simply a case of Rangers adding another player to the squad. They've gone out and beaten Premier League and La Liga competition to get their man. But perhaps the most intriguing part of this story comes from what Andrew Kavanagh revealed at Rangers' shareholder meeting. The chairman confirmed that the club are looking to bring in between 3 and 5 more players before the end of the window. And if Driouech is one of those players, that potentially leaves Rangers with several more deals still to come. The priority now appears to be strengthening the defence. Rangers have already held initial talks over Aston Villa right-back Kosta Nedeljkovic, while there have also been discussions regarding former Hearts left-back James Penrice, who is currently with AEK in Greece, so there could be significant movement still to come at both ends of the squad. Rangers have already brought in 9 players this summer, with Lawrence Shankland, Cammy Devlin, and Ross McCrory among the most recognisable additions. They've also looked beyond the UK market, bringing in Vanja Dragojevic from Partizan Belgrade, Olwetu Makanya from MLS, and Daisuke Yokota from Hannover 96. And now, Driouech looks set to become number 10. But it won't just be about incomings, there are expected to be departures as well, with Mohamed Diomande potentially becoming the first major outgoing. Sky Sports News are reporting that Turkish side Korum FK are set to sign the midfielder for around £4.5 million. So Rangers could be heading into a very busy final stretch of the transfer window. A new winger looks to be on his way. The club have openly admitted they want another 3 to 5 players. There are already discussions over defensive targets. And with players potentially heading out of Ibrox as well, there could be plenty more twists before the Scottish transfer deadline on September 3rd. For Rangers supporters, the Driouech deal might therefore be much more significant than it first appears, because this could be the next piece of a much bigger rebuild under Derek McInnes. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.